what's up guys, Alberta Gaming 05 here, and today we are doing my version of a thing that the Fast Lane truck does, in which they call the good, the bad, and the ugly. So as you can see, for those that don't know, we are at the starting farm on Riverbend Springs in the newly released Farm Simulator 25. That got released on November 12th, which was a Tuesday. I have just over 20 hours of gameplay within the save and within the game entirely. And in this video, we're going to be going over the good, the stuff that I find good, the stuff that I find bad, and the stuff that I find really ugly. So I'm going to roll this intro, and we'll get into the good stuff. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the episode.
Truck bed jams and friendly choir, fueling dreams we all desire. Riding high and feeling free, country skies for you and me. Nothing more than what we see, just this life and what will be. Round and round and here we go.
Oh, come on physics, Yes! Okay, we are here on FS25 as you can see, at the starting farm. I have $600,000 to my name on this farm. Yeah, I don't know what else to say except we're in Farm Sim 25, so I'm enjoying the gameplay itself. There's a couple things that we're going to talk about on my list that I'm not really happy about, but we're going to start off with the list here, and the first good thing I like about the game is that the passenger script from FS22, which came with the Kubota DLC, is now base game. So that means you can have people in certain equipment hop in your vehicle with you and ride around in your tractor or your truck going down the field or road. You know, that's cool. It's kind of nice to have. You know, don't have to tell someone, hey man, you gotta download this mod so we can ride with each other. So that's kind of cool. I don't know what else to say except that I can't hype up passenger script more than that. Honestly, I just can't. Number 2 on the good list is third-person mode on foot, and I don't know why I got into the truck, but we'll get there in just a second. Third-person mode, third-person mode when on foot is extremely useful, well, and kind of cool. If you can see in the top right there, it says select camera. Usually from prior games you could only do that in vehicles. So if I press this button, you can see me. You can see the character of me. Now, just like vehicles, you can scroll out, scroll in, scroll so in that you can see how sad I am that I'm in this game, which I'm not. But yeah, third person mode. It really does help when you want to see the sheer scale of a vehicle. And I'm going to be surprised when someone mods a quarry truck or mining truck into the game. You'll be like, oh my god, it doesn't look so much smaller now. It looks so big like it does in real life. So that's kind of cool. And just press the same button to go into first person mode. So with the next thing on my list for the good stuff, I'm going to turn this truck on so you can hear it. Pretty decent sound, I'd say. The thing I want to note on this list is the vehicle improvements and sound engineering. The sound engineering on most, if not all, vehicles have been improved. I've noticed this with the CV from International, I think. Not that I can say that it's good or bad. It's a sound is a sound, as long as it sounds like a truck. It sounds like the actual truck. That's good. But what I want to point out here is that I can't zoom in any further than I already am. But if you just kind of see the column shifter next to the right hand, when I go to put it in reverse, you can see my character put it in reverse as well. So I'll just do that right now. So that's kind of cool. And then drive. So I think that's pretty cool. Again, because this is a crew cab, you can have 4 people in the truck. I had myself, Ruff, and Actress Studios in this truck, and we were just enjoying ourselves on 25 and whatnot. We'll go for a quick drive so you can see how it sounds going down the road. The thing I am going to note though is the shifting on this truck. When you go from a full stop to get going, you can see how long I'm in like 20 km/h and it starts to shift it into second. Okay, that's interesting. But after it gets into second, it's fine. It's just getting from first to second, which is kind of fun. Yeah. So before we continue, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on FS25. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you like, it's just another iteration of Farms? Let me know down below what your thoughts are and what you wish to see for improvements or DLCs. Moving on though, I'm going to turn stuff down because it seems like it's kind of loud. Game settings, nope. General settings, volume master, do that, turn that down. Turn everything down, I guess. Then I can hear myself think, somewhat. Moving on to the bad side of the game so far. That again, everything that I point out in this video is things that I've seen and either like, dislike, or really dislike. So this is not based on facts. This is based on my opinions. So for those that don't know if they want to or going to buy a Farm Sim 25, do not use what I say in this video as advice going forward. Getting to the bad side, I'm going to look at my phone here while I'm driving, so wish me luck. The bad side is the productions. Again, production chains are now part of the base game, which they were in 22, which was the game-changing thing for 22. And to me, right now, productions seem kind of slow. And I noticed this with the bees. In FS22, the bees, you could not get the bees to stop producing honey. You just couldn't. They'd be producing it left and right. You have nowhere to store it if you wanted to store it. You had to sell it on the spot if you had to. But now in 25, it seems like they're lazy and they don't want to produce honey. I mean, I'm on, I think this is year 3 so far. Wish for that mod to come back now. Extended info gameplay thing shows you what year you're on. But I think I'm on year 3 now. And I did move my beehive to across the farm. And in over a year, they have yet to produce a full pallet. They produced 1 crate of a pallet. Like one of those, Costco crates of honey or whatnot you see at Costco. One of those on a single pallet. In over a year. And I've also noticed that with the grain mill. The grain mill, yeah. So I went to go deliver, or had my buddy Ruff deliver wheat. Yeah, I think it was wheat to the grain mill. And as we were building the house on the farm, which I'll try to find my way back to the farm, I was speeding up time, slowing down time, speeding up time. During that time, it could have produced a good amount of flour. But from what I'm looking right now, I'll go here, grain mill. So we delivered just over 65,000 liters of wheat, and we're only getting 4,936 liters. Again, it had, since December, I think is when we delivered it, to produce a lot of pallets of wheat. Now again, I don't expect the productions to just spit a pallet out of 1 liter of flour per second. No, I don't expect that. But in 22, production speed seemed a hell of a lot faster than it does in 25. It's just something I've noticed. And I just found the ferry port. Cool. Spin around. So I don't really go down the ferry. Oh, fuck. Oh, did I forget one on my fucking good list? I think I did. I totally did. Whoops. So, before we continue with the bad side of the game, let's just tick off the other two things on the good side. Whoops, I just hit a school bus. My bad. Where the fuck am I going? We're going this way. Where I'm going here. Anyways, so the other good thing about the game, let me see which one I'm going to read off here. For the, actually I'll just leave the truck here, I'll go back to the farm. When you buy a cultivator in the game now, you now have the option to choose between shallow cultivation or deep cultivation. Basically saying, do you want it to be disked? So I've yet to see what the light one looks like, but we'll just start up the 9R here. So let it warm up, but it's spring, so you don't really need to. So when I hook up to this, I actually gotta go to the field to unfold it. You guys can't see it with it folded up here. Just pull out into the yard here. By the way, I don't have yet to hook up my side panel, but my side panel has been hooked up. It works fine. I was fucking with the joystick settings, and now it's messing up with my camera. It likes to move on its own. So, if you look at the help menu in the top left here, you can see where it says toggle work mode. You can choose between deep cultivation, which is what I have it set as, because why wouldn't you? And you press the button there, and you have shallow cultivation. So I'm curious to know what that looks like, honestly. Now do keep in mind, I did roll this field, and I noticed so far, I don't know if it's going to stay like this, but in 19, when you, and I could be wrong about this too, when you rolled a field, you got 50% fertilization state. In 25, you don't. So I don't know what the deal is on that. So here is what shallow cultivation looks like. If I just toggle this again, it lifts up the tines in the back there, and it looks like that. So there is a difference. There absolutely is a difference. I'm curious to know what it. I'm going to lift this up here. What it's going to say for the PDA there. Damn it. So it still shows cultivated. Okay. That's a good test. Cool. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I don't know if this option is on every single cultivator in the game, but I have the Summers Chisel thingamajiggy here. I think it's the biggest one in the game anyways, so. And it folds up quite nicely too, so That's nice. The last thing on the good part of the video, or on the list, sorry, is the dynamic buildable animal pastures. So what we can do is we can go to the store, come to here, come to whatever you want to call this, horizontal lines times 3. Construction mode. You go to animals. We're gonna just pick a random one. I'm not saving this save anyways, so let's say I want it here. It now says, do you want to customize the fence for the animal for the cow pasture? Yes, I do. So now there's a start point to where you can move your, if you really wanted to, go around the whole goddamn map if you really wanted to. So we're gonna go like this, like that, 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 and I can find where the point of interest is, like that. Now it says, do you want to plant meadow for the cow pasture? Yes, I do. So now, as you can see, whoops. What? Nah, damn it. See the oddly weird shaped cow pasture that I just created here. So now what's going to happen now is when you have cows in here, your cows will now eat the meadow grass in your pasture. You still have to feed them, but they will now eat the grass within here. So that's kind of cool. So, and then of course you have the option of saying no to both options there for meadow and customizing the fence layout. That's a given anyways. Anyways, back to the bad list there. Find where I want it to be. There we go. We have the AI traffic behavior. Now, when it comes to AI will be stupid no matter what game you play. That's a given. But the thing I absolutely dislike the most is that they don't know what right away means. Yes, they can go around you now, and it works flawlessly. It works fabulous. But when they're coming up to a stop sign or yield sign, stop sign, absolutely stop sign, they don't stop for like 3 seconds before they go. Like, so I had had a couple incidents where I was when I had right away, and someone cut me off at an intersection in town. Again, it's a game. AI is going to be stupid no matter what. But I just wish that Giants put like an invisible barrier for 3 seconds at a stop sign before they continued their job wherever they were going. As I stated, yes, AI can pass you on the highway if you're being too slow, which is cool. I took out a sign, oopsies. But it's just, and of course I like being a safe driver, so of course it bugs the shit out of me when AI doesn't drive the way they're supposed to. Next on the last thing on my bad list here is less equipment-based game. They say they have over 400 vehicles within FS25. Sure, absolutely they do. But before I go on, as everybody in the community says, "Oh, the game just released, man. Give it a month or two, and you know, bugs will be fixed or whatnot." Yes, they will, and I agree with them. But as a North American player who uses North American equipment, it seems like they kind of just left us out. Yes, there are tractors with North American signage and, well, I don't know what else to call it, North American signage as options on some of the equipment. I wish they did more, because there's tractors in the store, well, but in the game, where it's just EU spec tractors. Like, let's say for instance, the Fendt 1050. Anybody in North America, find the 1050 here. Anyone in North America, knows that 1050 in the US of A or Canada does not have EU placards like this. They have, and they did it nicely on this, because they didn't do it nicely in 22. I don't know why they didn't. It's like this. It has these marker lights above the rear wheels, not the EU placards. And for someone that is, again, I bring this up because I'm passionate about this game and I love this game and I want to see it succeed. So when I see a tractor like this with no US EU customization option, kind of bugs me because I love the 1050. I love anything anyway, any tractor anyways, but it just bugs me that they don't have the marker lights as a US option. And I will say that from 10 ways sideways for all of these tractors that don't have it. The T8 doesn't have it. The 900 doesn't have it. And there's a couple in medium tractors. I think the 700 doesn't have it either, does it? No, it doesn't. You know, all the ones that people know have US marker lights on them as options for the North American market. The game doesn't have that. Again, it's just personal preference, and I wish they did more. I hope they do more with free content updates. Maybe they will add US marker lights to all the Fendt tractors. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, whatever. That's why we have mods. Mods will fill that space for what Giants, not going to say can't do, but won't do. Because they absolutely can do it. They just, I don't know if it was licensing or time or 3D scanning, whatever the reasoning is to why they didn't do it. It's just something I wish they did. Phone. Damn it, turned off on me. Give me a second. I know this video is 22 minutes long. I'm trying to get through this. Yeah. So with the ugly, this is gonna be on the road here now. With the ugly part of the video, trying to run through this here quickly because it's just quick stuff. Performance. How is performance on FS25? For me personally, it's 50-50. I'm gonna say maybe 60-40. 60% good-ish. You know what? No, let's do 50-50 because let's call a spade a spade. I have a decent enough computer to run the game, and I don't like what I'm seeing visually. Don't get me wrong, the game world looks absolutely awesome. The stars in the night sky, the moon, the clouds, they all look lifelike, and that's awesome. But my issue is, if you go to first person mode, look at the center dash display. It's blurry. Look at the decals on the dials and the center dash there, or where the steering wheel is. It looks blurry. Now again, I don't have the top of the line PC, and my specs that I know that I have, I think Ruff said I had 6 gigs of VRAM, which is just below the requirements for FS25, because I think it needs like 8, I think, if I remember. And I have a 1650 graphics card, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650. So if they could get rid of the blurry textures on the roads, or at least tell me how to fix it, because there's people all over the farm sim community that I've seen on Facebook having the same issues. They're like, hey man, my decals on my tractor are blurry, what can I do? And thankfully someone answered saying turn your texture resolution to low. Here's the thing with that though. Yes, it works, but it works for like 5 seconds, but then it goes and resets and does this. And if I can get rid of the blurry textures on the graphic settings that I have on my computer and how my computer performs, this will be the best game ever. But right now, I don't like it. I do not like the performance aspect of the game. They said they improved it. Sure, they did, a little bit here and there, absolutely. But the blurry textures, I cannot stop saying this, but the blurry textures is just something that bugs the shit out of me. It happened in 22 on multiplayer with a lot of vehicles. It's happening in 25 single player with, I think, like 12 vehicles, 10 pieces of equipment on my farm. It should not be doing this. The physics for the front end loader, skid steers, and front loaders. There was a video that DJ Goham released prior to the release of 25, Farms 25, that's what I'm playing, duh, where he went to go pick up a pallet, and the pallet and the front end loader freaked out and did, you know, weird farms and physics stuff. That has not been fixed at all. I was playing with Ruff yesterday. Was it yesterday that happened? I think it was yesterday it happened. We were loading up the tractor trailer, semi-truck, with a couple pallets, and I went to go pick up a pallet, and it freaked out. I do not have this in recording because I was not recording. He was away from the keyboard at the time, so all you heard was me telling him what happened. So, the bug that should have been fixed prior to release has not been fixed. So there's that. The final thing that I absolutely hate on my ugly list is the menu. The menu for the shop, the menu for the main screen. They should have just left it the way it was. Because when I press escape, first of all, this should have been transparent. If this was transparent, frickin' hallelujah. But it's not. But now you have to just scroll through a couple of these for you guys here. Now for someone that uses the mouse to get through the main screen menus and whatnot, it's oddly annoying. Because now you have to, like, again, I'm used to 22s, so all I'd have to do, and usually all I did was press spacebar to save, and I still do. But when I go to buy a tractor or something, Viper Gaming has seen me do it. I go to try to buy a tractor, and I press the back button with my mouse. It's like, god damn it, I just backed out. I wanted to buy the damn thing. And I'll show you what I mean. Let's say I want to buy the Lizard Dragon. Now first of all, all this was over here, which is why, I think it's part why as to why I go right to here, because I'm not used to this, to this design yet. I know I will over time, and most people will get used to this over time. But if I wasn't thinking I was just playing the game, I would go, okay, I customize the truck, and boom, and be like, oh fuck, oh, I'm gonna just say it because I'm going to. Oh fuck, I didn't buy it. And then people in voice chat are laughing at you because you pressed the wrong button. Or say, well, why don't you just press the enter button? Because I don't. I use my mouse. I'm already using my mouse to customize the damn truck. So why stop now? The other big thing that I dislike is that you can no longer sell tractors from the shop. You can still go to the dealership to sell tractors, but you can't do it through the dealership screen. How do I sell tractors? Well, here's how you do it. You press the escape button to go to your game main pause screen. and you go to your finance price page thing, and you go to vehicles. That's how you sell a piece of equipment without going to the dealership. Again, I have not seen or heard people complain about this quite yet, but as a farm sim player since 2013, because I got Farm Sim 13 on PS3 years ago, many moons ago, more than 10 years now, I find this useless. I don't know why. I don't know whose idea was like, hey man, why don't we just make people sell the vehicles through the price and finance screen? Why do we keep things the same? Why don't we just change it up? So yeah, that's something I absolutely hate. The menu system as a whole is just stupid. You don't know how many. I'm gonna try to finish this up here, but you don't know how many times I have to panic and be like, oh my god, I have to figure out what button I need to press to get to where I need to go. Whereas in from 22 down to 15, it was simple. It was the same throughout the game. Go to the store and buy and sell equipment. You don't have to go through 10 frickin' menus to sell a damn vehicle. Yeah. So this video will be uploaded without any edits except for the intro. That will still be edited in. But everything else, even my little fuck around trying to figure things out while ranting, basically. I am sorry if you guys wanted to see actual farming physics. If you do want to see more farm sim actual related content on 25, let me know down below by liking and commenting, asking me to do more 25, because I will, and I'm going to. As for recovery heroes, I have yet to see any tow trucks for 25. I can confirm that the winches do not connect to vehicles without, the usual I'm going to call it FS19 way, because that's the only way I know. Put a stump in the back of a pickup truck with straps and hook it from there. That's the only way around to actually connect winches to vehicles. It sucks for us people that want to do heavy rescue, but you know what, mods are going to get released and the winch script's going to get converted. So it's just going to happen. So that's it from me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, let me know down below if you want to see more content on Farm Sim 25. And until next time, stay safe, stay kind, and as always, enjoy yourselves. See you next time. Bye for now.